to me, your last relationship, like if y'all had an argument, y'all would rap battle.
Nah, man, that never happened.
That's in your mind. That's what you
in my mind. So to me, in my mind, in this new relationship, you can't even argue. I ain't gonna lie. I think you can't even argue.
Like, how you raising your voice?
You got to fall back.
What you want to do?
Hey, look, man.
That's funny.
Hey, shout out to my queen, man. That's my best friend right there.
Because this is a viral question. Why is Papoose and Claressa Shields getting dragged, but Stefan Diggs and Cardi B are being celebrated? It's easy. You ready?
What you got?
Stefan Diggs still got money. And so do Cardi B. When you looking at Papoose and you looking at the Claressa Shields, they look at Papoose as supporting these women. They not watching his pockets. Nobody knows how much money he got. He could really have some money or some real stuff. But the way that they're depicting it.
Yeah, you're right.
But
you're right.
The money thing wasn't an issue until Remy said something. Before that, nobody really thought about his pockets.
Nah, but he was always marketed as a stay-at-home husband.
You know what?
Which is wild.
Orlando, and when you're marketed that way, you're not known to have the guap. Like his paycheck is light in standards, right? To an NFL football player right now. Right. Yeah. Say he's getting $13 million. That's light, right? No freaking rapper making $13 million. Okay? Let's get it. Let's just get this right. And he got endorsements. And he got jerseys. Yup. Okay? He's popping right now. That's all that matters. He's not making she's not making man money. You understand?
Yeah,
man money.
Yeah.
Man boxing money.
She's not Terrence Crawford.
There you go.
Claressa Shields.
There you go. You're not making man money. Everything you're saying is legitimate. I just think, but straight up, to watch Papoose getting dragged for what women beg for every day is unfair and just. He should not be getting dragged. I know that. He should not. I'm just saying. Stefan Diggs is on a boat with white chicks, and he's that dude. But Cardi B was on that boat with him, and I rock with it. And it's a different time. Agreed. Of what is going on and what people are really looking at. We got to understand right now. Nobody has money. We just got to understand that. Yeah. If you have a circle of people, you're lucky in your circle of people that y'all got a couple dollars.
This is fake.
Ain't nobody got no.
Christmas has a strange way of pulling the truth out of people, whether they are ready for it or not. Every year it does the same thing. Folks can pretend for months. They can post smiling pictures, write happy captions, and argue with strangers online about how perfect their relationship is. But when the holidays arrive, especially Christmas, pretending gets harder. You cannot fake presents. You cannot hide absence. You cannot ignore where you are, who you are spending time with, or what truly matters when those emotionally loaded days show up on the calendar. This past Christmas made that reality very clear, especially when it came to two celebrity situations that had the internet talking nonstop. One involved Claressa Shields and Papoose. The other involved Cardi B and Stefan Diggs. These stories may seem different on the surface, but when you really look at them, they reveal the same uncomfortable truth about love, priorities, and public perception. Let's start with Claressa Shields, because her situation did not appear overnight. This has been building slowly for a long time. Christmas just happened to be the moment when everything became impossible to ignore. Claressa has been publicly linked to Papoose for more than a year. Anyone who has followed her online knows how serious she seems about him. She defends him in comment sections. She praises him during interviews. She talks about loyalty, happiness, and feeling secure in her relationship. From the outside, it looks like she is fully invested. No hesitation, no uncertainty. She presents herself as a woman who knows exactly where she stands. But this is where the discomfort starts. Papoose is still legally married to Remy Ma. That detail alone changes the entire situation. No matter how often people say the marriage is over, no matter how distant the two may be, the legal bond still exists. Marriage is not just an emotional agreement. It is paperwork. It is responsibility. It is history. Until that paperwork is finalized, the connection is not fully severed. On top of that, Papoose and Remy share a child and many years of life together. That type of bond does not disappear just because feelings change. Shared memories, shared struggles, shared parenting. It all lingers. It adds layers, complicates choices. It matters even more during times like holidays, when families traditionally come together. According to online reports and bloggers, Claressa allegedly spent Christmas alone, while Papoose spent the holiday with Remy Ma and their daughter. Allegedly. But the reason this rumor caught fire so quickly is because it matched what people were already noticing. Claressa did not post holiday family moments. Papoose did. Sometimes what someone does not say speaks louder than anything they could explain. Now let's be clear. No one is saying a father should not spend Christmas with his child. That argument is not the point. Co-parenting matters. Being present as a parent is important. The issue is how things look when a man is publicly claiming a woman, allowing her to defend him daily, while choosing to be somewhere else during meaningful moments. When someone builds their image around a relationship and stands firmly beside you, leaving them alone on Christmas sends a message. Even if that message was unintentional, people notice. Holidays are not just dates on a calendar. Christmas and Thanksgiving carry emotional weight. They reveal priorities. People say it all the time. If you want to know where someone's heart truly is, look at where they spend the holidays. That is why this situation hit so hard for so many people watching. Papoose's alleged choice spoke louder than any caption, interview, or explanation ever could. What makes this even harder to watch is how Claressa appears to be handling it. She seems to be viewing the situation through emotion instead of reality. She appears focused on what she hopes the relationship will become rather than what it currently is. That can be a dangerous place to stand. When one person is hoping and waiting, while the other benefits from keeping things unclear, imbalance grows. Uncertainty allows one person to keep doors open, while the other stays emotionally invested. At the same time, Papoose does not get a pass here. He plays a role in this confusion. When someone reassures you privately but their public actions tell a different story, it creates emotional confusion. Mixed signals do not just hurt feelings. They make attachment stronger. They cause someone to hold on longer than they should. Claressa appears deeply attached, and that attachment explains why the internet reaction has been split. Some people feel genuine sympathy for her. Others feel frustration, not because they dislike her, but because they believe she is ignoring clear warning signs. The longer this situation continues, the more it affects her image. Not her boxing career, but her personal narrative as a woman who deserves honesty, stability, and clarity. As this discussion was gaining traction, another Christmas-related story quickly took over social media. This time it involved Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Cardi faced intense criticism after it was reported that Stefon spent Christmas with his other children instead of with Cardi and their newborn baby. Almost instantly, opinions flooded timelines. People questioned her choices, her judgment, and the decisions she made in her personal life. Context matters here. Later reports claimed that Stefon did not bring all the children together because the other mothers did not want their kids left alone with him without them present. According to rumors, Cardi was uncomfortable with that setup and did not want her children around tension or conflict. That concern makes sense. Wanting peace around your kids is not unreasonable, but social media rarely pauses for context. What people could not overlook was the bigger picture. Stefon Diggs reportedly had 4 children born within 1 year. That alone raised eyebrows. Add to that the fact that Cardi is still legally married to Offset, and suddenly this became more than a personal situation. It turned into a public debate about timing, decisions, and consequences. After days of non-stop criticism, Cardi finally spoke up. She did not sound calm or composed. She sounded overwhelmed. She told people to relax. She admitted she could not go back in time. The baby is already here. She spoke openly about stress, work demands, rehearsals, touring, and being away from her children. More than anything, she sounded exhausted, emotionally and mentally drained. What Cardi said was not wrong. Life does not pause because the internet disapproves. Once a child is born, there is no rewind button. You move forward the best way you can. But while Cardi focused on what comes next, the public stayed stuck on what already happened. People asked questions that were not necessarily rooted in hate. They were rooted in accountability. Why have a baby with someone you barely know? Why step into a situation that is already complicated? Why ignore patterns and reputation? These questions did not appear out of nowhere. There is also a clear double standard at play. Cardi has 4 children, 3 with Offset. When Offset missed holidays or had issues in the past, the backlash was never this loud. Stefon Diggs faced questions, but Cardi received the harsher judgment. This pattern shows up again and again with women in the spotlight. Another point people often ignore is that no one truly knows what Christmas Day looked like for them. A photo does not equal a full timeline. Social media posts do not explain when someone arrived, when they left, or how time was divided. But the internet reacts first and thinks later. What bothered many viewers was not concern for the baby. It was the desire to see Cardi regret her choice. People wanted her to admit she messed up. They wanted confirmation. When she refused to express that regret, the criticism intensified. That is where both stories connect. Claressa Shields and Cardi B live very different lives, but they are being judged through the same lens. A lens that expects women to carry the emotional burden of relationships alone. A lens that downplays male inconsistency while magnifying female decisions. With Claressa, people say, "Open your eyes." With Cardi, people say, "You should have known better." In both cases, Christmas became a spotlight, not because of gifts or decorations, but because absence tells stories words cannot cover. For Claressa, the concern is whether she is sacrificing peace and reputation for a situation that does not fully choose her. For Cardi, the concern is whether she is prepared to navigate a complicated family structure while the world watches and judges every move. Neither situation is simple. Neither woman is powerless. But both are learning in real time that love does not protect you from consequences when relationships play out publicly. The real question is not who is right or wrong. The real question is this: when words and actions do not match, which one do you believe? At the end of the day, both situations reveal the same uncomfortable truth. When emotions are loud, logic often gets ignored. Claressa did not lose respect because of boxing. Cardi did not lose support because of motherhood. What changed was how their relationships unfolded in public when timing mattered most. Holidays do not create problems. They expose them. Christmas does not force decisions. It reveals priorities. Once people see a gap between what is said and what is done, they cannot unsee it. That is why these conversations are not dying down anytime soon. There are too many unanswered questions and too many moments that do not align. With Claressa, people are not questioning her talent. They are questioning whether she is protecting herself or protecting a situation that repeatedly puts her second. With Cardi, people are not attacking her success. They are reacting to choices that feel rushed and complicated, especially when children are involved. None of this means these women are weak. It means they are human. But being human in the public eye comes with judgment, whether it is fair or not. So now the question is yours. Do you judge based on feelings? Or do you judge based on patterns? Do you believe explanations? Or do you believe behavior? Let's talk.